And we'll put our palms open on our lap. And let's just take a few deep inhales and exhales. And really focus on that, on inhales and exhales. Make it really slow. And now we'll start with raising our Kundalini, doing our 2 exercises in the beginning and at the end as we do. Let's do it together, raising our Kundalini slowly. And doing the bandhan as well. Now whoever is doing footsoak, you can put your feet into the bucket, into the water. And now we'll take our right hand, put it on top of our head. We'll apply a little bit of pressure and do the clockwise movement just a few times to focus our attention on our last chakra. And we'll start with balancing techniques for our channels. And we'll start from the right channel. For that, we'll need to put our left hand towards the sky, just like that. And right hand stays open on our lap. And what we do, or we don't actually do anything much in this process, we have to completely relax ourselves and allow the ether element to take care of that. We just need to sincerely request our Kundalini. Mother, please balance my right channel. Remove all the ego, all the ignorance, all the anxiety, all the fears, insecurities, and worries. Please remove all unnecessary thoughts.
Brother, your voice is little low.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll make it. Yeah, I'll fix it. Please remove all the worries and unnecessary thoughts and bring our right channel to the balanced state. And in this state, we will just meditate for a few moments, focusing on top of our head and on the right side of our subtle system. We do that in silence, just for a few moments, and keep noticing the change on the state of your right side and right palm.
Raman bhai, I would request if you can speak a little louder.
Okay.
Sure, thank you.
Right now we are in silence, just for a few moments. Now let's put our left hand back on our lap and we'll switch to the left channel. And for that, we'll put our right hand towards the ground, towards the floor, and left hand stays open on our lap. And here again, with full sincerity, we will just request our Mother Kundalini. Please balance my left channel. Remove all the worries about past, all the conditionings, all the strong attachment, and anything that makes my left channel unbalanced. And again, focusing our attention on top of our head and on the left channel, we'll sit in the meditation state for a few moments. Very good. And now we'll work a little bit on our central channel. We will use our right hand to raise it slowly from the sitting point up to the top of our head, along the spine, very slowly. We'll do that 3 times. And we are following this movement with our attention along the spine, so it's not just a mechanic movement. And right now we'll go in full meditation with music. So Rahul, if you can play some music, that would be great. Once in meditation, we keep our attention again on top of our head and in complete relaxation. And if any thoughts are disturbing you or something is preventing you from going into meditation, you just release it. You just let it go. And as for the thoughts, you just don't interact with them. You see them come inside in front of you and just go away, but you don't interact with them. Let's take just a few moments of silence before we move to the talk of Shimataji about the motherhood. Those who are in footsoak, you can discard the water now. Just take 1 minute to finish the footsoak. And the rest of us, we keep in meditation, maintaining that state that we gained through meditating. We can now watch the talk of Shimataji.
It's such a great joy. In these modern times, it is described that in this Kali Yoga, everything will go upside down because people will not recognize the motherhood. The mothers won't be respected and won't be respectable either. It's a fact. And imagine now this has brought this mother to this country. It's something such a recognition from the divine that one has to remember that motherhood is very important. It is the mother who created the universe. The father was just a witness, the whole show. It is she works it out, the whole thing. It is she makes it beautiful so that he sees the show, that he becomes a spectator. Because she loves her creation. The father wants that it should be such that he should be able to love it. He is a perfectionist. He wants everything to be perfect. But a mother accepts as the child is. Because that is her own creation. If there is a defect in the child, she accepts that defect as her own. And she works for it. She works very hard. No sacrifice. Because you enjoy it. You enjoy doing that. You enjoy working for your children. And if it was not so, this world would never have existed. You know what untold pains mother has to bear when the child is to be born. Actually, it is a test of her love, I feel like that. Still, she goes on with it because she wants a child. But when this motherhood is spoiled in its image, when the mothers are no more mothers, they are not respectable, then they are not respected. And when the children don't respect their mothers because they have no respect for anything else whatsoever, the first thing and the last thing is the respect for the mother. If one does not respect the mother or the motherhood, that means he has no respect for himself either. So how does he exist? He exists through his mother. So mother is a very, very important institution for the whole creation, for your creation, and for the creation of your children and all the progeny that has to come. Now let us see what does the mother provide us with. What part of our being she is. I would say that she is everything. But your personal mother who has given you this birth, this body, is your mother whom you know very clearly that she is your mother. As you know, she gives you the nourishment when you are in a fetus stage, and later on when you grow up, she gives you all the physical nourishment that is needed for your growth, and she enjoys it. Otherwise she feels overburdened. She wants to give it. And everyone appreciates that. It's a collective enjoyment. It's going on. And it could be seen from all the paintings of the world, all over the world, in every language, in every country, every religion. The mother and the child has been the main theme of painting, an expression of the most choice moment for painters. Poets also have written such a lot on that. Every way of manifestation of joy in all the human endeavor has been on this theme, revolving on this theme. But the mother who is your own mother, whom you know as your mother, who gives you physical birth, is the mother. She gives you much more than you know of. Because her blood has a vibration, and when she gives you her blood, she gives you her vibration. She gives her sustenance. She gives you her desires, and also she gives you a push in your evolution if she is an evolved person. Now, in mother and a child relationship, mother gives a lot. She makes your complete left side. She creates all that left side in you. Because she has desired for you, so she creates that. On the right side, she gives you all the beauty of delicate things, and also the hunches that you get in your business, or all the flexible moments of your life that you think from where unknown I got some. That's your mother's blessing on you.
Let's just take a few moments of silence after the talk, and then we'll start our discussion. Okay, we can now slowly open our eyes. And before we dive into the sharing session, let's raise Kundalini together and do the bandhan. I hope you all feel better after the meditation, and I hope you enjoyed the short talk of Shimataji on motherhood. It is definitely the most foundational thing in our life, motherhood, and in general in nature and in the whole creation. So why don't we talk about it? Why don't we share our perspective on that, and our experiences. So you all are very welcome to turn your videos on and the microphones as well, and join this session. As always, I know for sure Marcy has something to say. I cannot hear you, Marcy.
I need a moment to maybe formulate my thoughts into speech. So
Okay, take a moment. Yeah, I would like to start maybe just to break the ice. Um, we do all know and understand that motherhood is very important in general. But do we really know that, and do we practice that in our daily life? How do we behave towards our mothers, or any mothers at this point? Um, do we really realize it and use it in our life? This respect towards our mothers and motherhood as well. So yeah, I would like to hear from you, um, your experiences in life. How was it for you to to have a relationship with your mother and to discover her as a personality? Because recently I came from Virginia, where I visited my parents and my whole family, and they just came to US from Belarus, which is in Europe. So I haven't seen them for like 3 years, um, and it was a long break before. I haven't seen my mom for 3 years, and this was interesting because so many things happened in these 3 years, and we are completely different people. After 3 years, so I had a chance to get the perspective on my mom, which I never had before, and it was really really deep, interesting moment. And I spent like 2 weeks with them and discovered lots of things about my mom that I had never heard of. And yeah, it was interesting. We spent lots of time just taking walks, and I was asking all kinds of questions about her life that she never opened up to me, but now she did. And yeah, this was very curious. It's too long of a story to tell, but the way we see our mothers is different. Sometimes we just see them as something that we take for granted, that was there from the beginning, but we don't necessarily see them as personalities and separate human beings that have their story, and they have their challenges, and that they need the support. That's what at least I see on different families, that it's mostly taken for granted, and it's not like a relationship between two personalities. It's like something innate. So yeah, if you would like to maybe add or share your experience with that, please go ahead. And I don't see any videos. That's not really encouraging. Let's put videos on, okay? Because we'd like to see your faces as well. Rachel, would you like to share something? Okay, maybe Philip. Oh, look at this. We have Raha. Hi. uh, Rachel.
Can I? Okay, sorry.
Sure. Go ahead.
No, this is not related to the topic, not motherhood, but since you mentioned Rachel's name, we did meditated last week also, and I've been thinking about it. Rachel, have you tried the Saturday meditation? Because
I try to do all the meditations, honestly.
yeah, because what I feel is probably I'm the newest in this group. It's only my second month, but then when I joined the Saturday meditation, it's more one-on-one, or more, sometimes it's 1:2 ratio. So that kind of is really helpful. So I was just thinking if you could join those, that would really help.
Yeah, we can arrange something for you, one-on-one, if you would like to.
I do my I mean, it could be Saturday too, Right now, I do them on Monday and
It,
Wednesdays.
Mhm.
Okay.
Try to stay consistent with it. But that's my one-to-ones.